Greetings hobbyists, this is Artisans of Vool. In this video we're continuing our look into the ND pipe generator, looking at how we can set different corner radiuses on the same pipe. So in the last video we were looking at how easy it is to use the free add-on ND in its recent update to create pipes. So just to demonstrate that very quickly, but there's much more detail in the last video, if we just go into our asset browser and come down to our ND assets, all we'd need to do for this path is bring in the path smooth, and then we'll up our corner radius and then up our corner segment to something like 16 to smooth off those corners, and then just drag in the pipe generator and we've got a pipe. We can up the diameter if we want to. Let's up the resolution to 64, and if we want to put in some endpoints, we've got that option here in the fitting style. Let's just do flanged. There we go, really nice and easy. We can also fill the caps to make it 3D printable, which is going to be important. But when I was showing this to a friend, they thought that was all well and good, but what if we want different corners to have different bevel amounts? Which might make sense here, but it would definitely make sense if I bring this example where we've got two pipes where we want everything to be the same on most of these corners, except for here, this is looking a bit off. We'd probably want this corner to match up to this corner here. We'll come back to that example later. Now there are other ways of doing this as well. For example, when I first thought about this problem, I was going to modify the geometry node setup to do this, and that is possible. And then I was speaking to Tristan from ND and he showed me just how powerful ND is in being able to do this. So we'll have a look at the ND version. I might do a video on geometry nodes being able to do this and bevel fillets at some point if people are interested, but I think we'll use the tools that ND give us for free and are very simple to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over, let's just bring this out, to our path smooth operation. And here we've got our corner radius, and this is what's affecting our bevel. And if we go into advanced, there is an option here where we can affect the corner radius factor, and it's got a factor of 1, meaning it's totally on, and we can drag that down to get it less and less, which I thought was bizarre and pointless at the time because, well, we can just do that with the corner radius. Let's put that to 1.5 just for this example. So what we're going to do is assume that we want our corners here, so these two, to have less of a radius than the corners that are here. We want them to be a bit tighter. And the way we do this is that we're going to set this up as a vertex group, which is very easy to do. So I'm going to go into vertex mode. So we've got that here. I'll just put this in X-ray. Select A to select all of our vertices. And we don't need to select individual vertices. We just need to select all of them. We're going to come to our object data properties, go to vertex group, click plus, and this will create a vertex group called group. I'm just going to call this example group, just so everything's not called group. And then importantly, we click assign, and I always click deselect and then select to check that's worked. And it has, great. So once we've done that, we come back to our modifiers, come back to our corner radius factor and click this, okay, which means that we toggle this off and we now get to set a vertex group for this to work off of. So I'm going to click that example group, and it looks like it's working exactly the same as it was. Now this is where the genius of ND comes in. If I go to vertex mode now and just go into X-ray mode so I can see this, what I can do is now select these two vertices. So I select the first one and shift select the second. Let's come out of X-ray mode just so we can see what this is doing. And if I press shift and 2, which is the shortcut for the main menu, let's just do this down here so it's a bit more out of the way. If we go to Data and Vertex Group Editor and click on that, we get this menu that follows our mouse around. And the most important bit here is we can set our weight. And to do that, we just press the button that's in the brackets after it. So I'm going to hit S. From now on, I can change the weight of these two vertices and change them to something more of my liking. So let's go to about there. Now, just to be clear about this isn't limited to doing it that way. We could just select one vertex if we want to. Again, shift and 2, data, and then vertex group editing, and then hit S, and we can change this one by itself. So you can change every single vertex as much as you want. Now, one thing to note is the furthest you can go is up to a weight of 1. So you want to set your corner radius as high as possible, or as high as you realistically think you're going to want to go, so that then you can move back with your other vertices. So really, really nice. So let's just put that into this practical application that we've got here. So I've got my two objects, and I want to make sure, let's just come into object mode, that all of these are exactly the same on our radius, with the exception of this one, which we want to be much bigger. So what I'm going to do is come to the one that we want at its maximum size, and I'm going to up my corner radius to the point where it works. Let's go somewhere about there. I reckon about 3.3 looks about right. Yeah, something like that. And then importantly for this one, I'm going to set this as 3.3 as well, even though that is not what we want to do. Then we're going to come here. I'm going to do exactly the options that we looked at earlier. I'm going to go into Vertex A, come to my object data properties, make a vertex group, and we'll call this group 1 just so it's got a different name. Click assign and then deselect and select, and yes, that's working. Then I'm going to go into X-ray mode, select all the vertices other than the one that I don't want to be smaller, and I'm just going to come to our modifier properties and make sure we set this up in advanced. So corner radius factor, click there, and we'll call this group 1. There we go. Then we're good to go. So shift and 2, data, vertex group data, S, and then let's make that smaller to something that looks about right. I think there looks good. We'll call this 0.3. So I can see that on my weight. Now if this is moving too fast, you can always hold down shift and it will move more gradually so you can get a little bit more exact. So 0.3 I think is about right. So we'll click to confirm it. Then come to the other one, and even though we've got this wider corner radius, we can just come in here, go to our corner radius factor here and put in 0.3, because that was the factor that we had here for these smaller corners. And that means now this perfectly matches up. So there we go. That's a nice practical example of where we might want to use this. And I think you'll agree that looks way better on these corners than it did before, where we had these angles always the same. So once again, really good job from ND coming up with solutions to problems I didn't even know I had until someone mentioned them. Love it. Now this is just a very small part of ND, which is a free add-on. I'll put a link to that in the description. You can get that from the Blender extension warehouse. But I do want to mention that you can also purchase this on Superhive, and it's no different. All it does is give some money to the developers of ND to help them continue on this work. And they've been very clear that they're always going to keep ND free. They just need a way to support themselves. And I really appreciate that, because I've got the same view with this channel where I put these videos all up on YouTube for free, but there is a Patreon in case people do want to help out support, and it's the patrons that give me the time to basically explore stuff more and make these videos. So there's a link in the description to that as well in case you are interested in supporting. Hope to see you in the next video, and have a great day.